Okay, now this section is about introduction to Seaborn, and Seaborn provide a high-level interface for creating beautiful and informative statistical graphics. Okay, and actually we know in a data set in there, just like a table, and in the table there has so many columns, and each column maybe represents a different meaning. Okay, for example, in our school we have a system, and in this system we will record your maybe each subject score, and what's your name, and what's your ID number, what's your birthday, what's your cell phone. All these things already be set in the data set in our database, and sometimes we will call this a data set. And for these large numbers, how to analyze that? Maybe we can through a graphic to show you some insight to you to help you can read the numbers in a quick way. So we needed to learn something about visualization. And this one is about our Seaborn, okay, and that is their website. So if you wanna learn more concepts about the Seaborns, and you can go to their website and to learn their main idea. And so at the beginning, I want to import the Seaborn as SNS. Okay. So we can go to the code. We can open our code. At the beginning, we needed to import Seaborn as SNS. Seaborn is also a package already been installed in your Anaconda. Okay, that is also a popular package. And when you import them, and I wanna use their function. There has a function is get dataset names, because who just develop Seaborn packages, Seaborn's modules, and they know the dataset is an important part. So they already provide you a lot of datasets, and you can do this function to understand how many datasets already been saved in the Seaborn. I just enter it. Okay, in here you can see there has so many Seaborn datasets. Okay, and later we will try to use Titanic, 铁达尼的数据. Okay, we can know how many people survived from Titanic, and what's their sex type. They are the man or woman. Okay, do they survive or not? Okay, so in here we will use the Titanic dataset from Seaborn. So we need to import the Seaborn, but if you already import in here, and you don't need to import it again. Okay, and now we needed to use SNS to load the dataset, 载入我们的资料集. And our dataset is Titanic. Titanic is here. So you can load the different dataset. You can load the different dataset. I run it. You can see here, survive. If today the survive is 0, that's present maybe they already died. And if 1 is means this person is survive. Okay, and the P class is about the level of the class. Okay, the level of the class, and their sex is male or female, and their age. Okay, and their mean maybe is sibling, and maybe here is your parent. Okay, and the embark is just where they embark. Okay, so that is the data set. Or maybe you don't like Titanic, maybe some people will use the other like IRIS. That is a type of the flower. Okay, they just want to show you the flower species and the sepal length and the sepal wide, all the information, and maybe we can get some idea about, oh, if this species is about Setosa, and maybe their length is longer or not. Okay, maybe we can have analysis about that. Okay, But now I wanna show you the things is about Titanic. So I just put Titanic data set in here. We just test about the Titanic in here. Okay. So now I already load the data set about the Titanic in here, and I try to do something about the Titanic. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is the bar plot. Okay, bar plot, we call this as 长条图 in Chinese, and it shows the point estimate and the confidence intervals as rectangular bars. Okay, so in here is our Titanic data set. You can see the passenger ID, survive, P class, passenger class, okay, name of the passenger, age, okay, passenger age in years, numbers of sibling, number of parents, ticket number, passenger fare, cabin numbers, port of embarkations. Okay, so here is the information about that. So here is about our data set, and now we need to try to use our bar plot. How to use our bar plot? I can go to here, SNS. SNS is this package. Okay, we name the Seaborn as SNS. So if I want to use the SNS module, their function, okay, I needed to use SNS point bar plot. And the bar plot later is x equal to class, y equal to survive, data equal to t. It means I needed to set up a figure, and that is a x-axis and y-axis. And in x-axis, that is about class. In y-axis, that is about survive. And I use the data about the Titanic's data. So here I can have the plot like this one. You can see in first class, the most of people they survive. In third class, less people survive. Okay, so we can through figures to understand, to have a quick understand about all these data. Okay, so you can try to use SNS bar plot, and you can set up the x equal to class or y equal to survive. Okay, and actually you can use different things. Okay, you can use different color. Maybe you can use survive, you can use P class, you can use SIBSP, you can use patch, you can use hoop. You can just try to set up your bar plot. Okay. Let's just keep going. So in here is about our Seaborn, and sometimes we can put the different factors, and this can help us to create a different figure. Like I wanna discuss about the who and the survive. So we can understand men is less men will be survive, and most of the women they will be survive. Do you watch the movie about Titanic? If you have watched the Titanic, please raise your hand. You have a certain age. I think so. Okay. And actually, in the movie, and they says, oh, if you are the woman, we needed to make the woman and the children first. Okay, they say we needed to make the woman and the children first, so we can understand. Oh, this is the reason why just let a man they can survive from the Titanic. Okay, and the Jack and Rose, you know, the main character. Okay, and the last one is maybe you will think this information is not enough. Maybe we only have the two factors in here. Is that possible? We put three factors in our bar plot. Okay, so I can put the class, survive, and who. I just want to put these three factors in our bar plot. So I can use a shift enter, I can see this one. Wow, it's clear, right? If you are a man, you want to survive, you needed to buy a expensive class. It's about first class to make sure you can survive from Titanic. Okay, so you can get this. I can get some insights from here is that we needed to spend more money to make sure we can survive from the Titanic. Okay, but if you are second class, you are so poor. Okay, this is a high percentage you will lose from the Titanic. Okay, so this is about bar plot, and you can try to plan your bar plot, and maybe you can put the different factor in here. Okay, so maybe in here, maybe I can put the fear in here. I can try to understand the fear issue. No? Okay. Too detailed. So ugly, right? Okay, why we make this? Actually, that is means they have so many different number. So maybe we needed to organize this number. Maybe I will set up another column. Okay, if today the number is from the 100 to 150, I will set them as the same type. They are the same type. If they are the 50 to 80 to the 100, I will set them as a group. So I will give them the same number. Okay, so if I do this way, this can make sure our value will be more clear. Will not be like this one. Okay, so sometimes we needed to organize our data set. We needed to organize our data set, not just make so many different data sets in here. So many data in here. Okay, that I will call this as generalization. Okay, in Chinese we will call this as 泛化. Okay, we set up how to say that? We set up maybe from 0 to 10. That is I give them a number is 5. From 10 to 20, I give a number is 15. To make sure they will not emerge too many numbers in here. Okay, so that is really depends on yourself. You can set up the different things in here. And maybe I can put the importance in here. Okay, importance. Okay, so if we embark from here, and I think their survive is less than the other two embarked on, right? So I can say blue one is blue one. Okay, so you just try to use a different factor into your bar plot. Okay, so that is about our bar plot. Okay, and the second one is this plot. What is this plot? We can go to here. This plot is just plot a universal distribution of observation. Okay, they just combine the two types of the figures. So we just needed to use one of the factors is enough. You don't need to put so many factors in here. so I can use a th in here. So we can back to here. This will become SNS displot th. So I can see here. So in Titanics, most of people, maybe their age just between the 20 to 30. Okay, 20 to 30. And also so many children in here, 40 children in here, but the most of people, they are aged in 20 to 30. Okay, so that is about this plot. And maybe you can use the fair. I wanna use fair again. So I think we can only see this one. This is less information. So most of the times I will not certainly need to use this. Okay, maybe here will help you to make the insights more specific. Okay, so that is about our two plots, just about our bar plot and this plot. And the later one is, the other thing is real plot. Okay, real plot. And actually here I needed to introduce another data set, and I think that's needed to a certain time. So maybe today we just stop in here, and the next week I will start to introduce what is real plot, and also spend more time to introduce about Seaborn, because in Seaborn there still has so many interesting things. So today, what's your homework? Your homework is you need to discuss with your group member to try to find out a data set. Try to find out a data set, and you needed to rethink what's the function you can use in this data set. Okay, you needed to start to organize your final presentation. Okay, because we only maybe have the 4 week, and we needed to have a presentation. Okay. Okay, any question? And if you have any question, also you can ask with our teaching assistant. Okay, we also set up the times in 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock in 4th floor, this building 4th floor. So you can discuss with them. Okay, so today we just stop in here. See you next week. Bye bye.